Hello and welcome. Another Wednesday, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. What is it today? We've been talking many Wednesdays, many times, what's happening in your world, what's happening in my world. I just had to get a reminder this early week with a client when I said, yeah, I'm available on Friday. And then he said, no, I'm taking a day off. And I'm like, taking a day off? Oh, I could also take a day off. How is that? Sometimes as an entrepreneur, we have to get reminded the long weekend is coming up. It's okay to take an extra day off. So you have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. As an entrepreneur, I'm like, oh my God, take 4 days off? Yes, it's possible. So that's what I want to talk about today. May is still the Mental Health Awareness Month. Are you aware? Are you nice to yourself? I'm not always so nice to myself, even though I'm preaching to the choir. Take the day, work-life balance. So I'm telling you many things. Do I do it all the time? Not so much. So I also have to tell myself, if I'm exhausted, I don't do perfect work. So I know I'll be very busy in the month of June. I'm already exhausted. So what can I do? In order for me to prepare myself for a busy month, now is the time to slow down a little bit. How do I slow down? I book fewer hello, how is everything? I try to read a little bit more what I want. I am running more. I go for walks. I am just taking the time. I take the me time. And sometimes it can be something little as some people just need a little manicure and pedicure, even though this sounds like very vain. Why not? Whatever is working for you. And a month ago, almost now, I gave a presentation with a colleague of mine on how to come out of the pandemic when, let's say, people have to go back to work. Interesting. We have to prepare ourselves. Now we have to prepare ourselves, or I have to prepare myself for a longer weekend. And what I want to say is, what is working for me might not be working for you. So I know 1 year I was working until like, I think Friday, 10 o'clock. And then I was like, oh, now I'm going on vacation. And on Monday, on that vacation, I had a massage. And the lady always said to me, relax, relax. I could not relax. So what I've learned from that is that when I know I'm going on vacation, or let's say now I take 4 days off, just take it a little easier, even on the Thursday. So when Friday comes around, you're not so super exhausted that you can't relax. I always remember that, let me relax, and I could not relax. It was just a little too much for me. So I'm wondering, what has worked for you? What is your secret? Sometimes we see people, and I spoke to somebody, and a lot of people gave her comments and said, like, she never shows that she's stressed. So I said to her, what are you doing that everybody thinks you're even keel, totally balanced? And she says, I don't show it. How can we do that? We don't want to show that we are stressed. We just keep it on the inside. But what I would like is not to be stressed on the inside and the outside. And yes, this is very difficult to do, but how can you get to that point? Again, I'm thinking of that going on a vacation. It's almost stressful because you know you have so many things that you still have to do, rather than just like, you know, whatever I cannot do will get done on another time. Can you do that? Can we try? What is important what is necessary to be done, to get done by Thursday of this week, so you can take the Friday off. Again, it's about having a good routine and having a to-do list. Again, I always say it, only if it works for you. I like to have a to-do list. I can cross it out. That's the old-fashioned way. I don't like it so much on my phone because then I forget. If it's in front of me on a piece of paper, it can be like simple, small like this, even simpler on a sticky note. I can cross it off and I'm like, whew, I'm very good. So do whatever works for you, but don't let yourself get so stressed out. Again, what works for you, what is good for you, plan ahead and only do what is necessary. You don't have to clean the whole house. As an example, just start with a little piece, or if you want to reorganize your book, don't take all the library with you. Maybe one shelf is good enough. Make it manageable. My mentality from the marathon training is like, you don't go from 0 to 26 miles. You start to run maybe 3 miles, 5 miles, 6 miles, and then you add, every week you add a mile or two. They say typically 10%. So you know that you cannot go from 0 to a half marathon, which is 13 miles. If we have that mentality for our work, it could actually work much better. Sometimes I need that reminder as well. And June 1st, the International Running Day is coming up. Who is running? I think they have a virtual race. Well, race. Everybody runs a mile. A mile is nothing. I'm wondering how many steps that could be. 3,000 steps maybe? Yeah, that could be 3,000 steps. So if you even walk 3,000 steps, June 1st, that might be something to do. All right, what else is happening? So Monday, Wednesday, we have podcast, and Monday was an interesting episode with Tara from Canada. Tara from Canada has started her own consultant business, and it's Red Blaze Solutions. She used to be an engineer. Now she is a consultant. She loves training. She loves facilitation. Listen to her interesting story. We met at the Akimbo Alt MBA actually a year ago. So again, it shows you if you do networking, you stay in contact. You stay in contact forever. Tara from Canada, listen to the episode. And today, a special episode with Karla came out. An interesting person. She plays football or soccer, as we say in the US here. Her family is from Ecuador. She came to the US and she has that inner drive. She loves to work out. She loves to work. Listen to this episode. But also she's teaching us. Before the pandemic, she went to an interesting networking event in the industry. She met cool people. She got a job by showing up. Basically, the message is show up, never give up, and you might land a position. She landed a position in January. Well, she still had to go to school. So it's about strategy, it's about planning, follow in her footsteps. And she has so many great insights. We'll have another episode with her coming up soon. I didn't want to cut off everything, but I like to keep my episode shorts to 10-15 minutes because I think that's about the attention span people have. Otherwise, they tune out and they don't listen to the very end. So we always want to make sure you listen from the beginning to the end, something interesting. That's my intention. And Friday is a blog. I still have to write it. That will be a surprise. A surprise for the weekend, maybe something about relaxing. How can we relax much better? So Monday, podcast, Wednesday, podcast, Friday is the blog, Wednesday is always the Facebook Live, and the Facebook Live is now on YouTube. Please check out the channel, subscribe, you get the notifications, and also the podcasts for listening are on the YouTube channel. We learned that some people are listening on YouTube, on the podcast. So don't miss out. Instagram is live, Facebook is live, we're everywhere. A lot of cool stuff is happening. But we need to get ready for the weekend. What are your plans for the weekend? Something cool, something amazing? I hope you have something special for yourself. I'm wondering what it is. Please leave it in the comments. Something cool, or you can even add a picture. And again, we still have to be careful. A lot of people don't have to wear the masks anymore outside when you do sports. This is good. But we still want to make sure when we're inside to wear the mask. If you go shopping, please wear the mask. And when you're on a Zoom call, on a Facebook Live, lipstick is important. From the Lipstick Leadership living room to your living room. Every week we have a good message for you. Subscribe, and we want to hear from you. We can have a virtual coffee. Don't miss out. I'll see you next week. Have a very long weekend and an enjoyable long weekend. Bye-bye. See you soon.